I honestly never thought my birthday, would turn into a fight for basic freedom inside my own home. I mean, think about it for a second. Birthday is supposed to be simple. It's supposed to feel safe, familiar, comforting. And that's exactly what I wanted. Nothing crazy, nothing loud, no strangers, just a few close people who actually matter to me. Food on the table, music playing low in the background, laughing, talking, being human, that's it. But the moment you live under an HOA, even something that normal can suddenly become a problem. I started planning about a week before, sent a few invites, cleaned the house, checked parking rules, checked noise hours. Because when you live in a place like that, you learn quickly. You double-check everything, and everything looked fine until 3 days before my birthday. I went to my mailbox, like I always do, and I saw an envelope, plain, official, the kind of envelope that already makes your stomach drop. It was from the HOA. I remember opening it slowly, already knowing this wasn't going to be good. The letter said I was hosting an unauthorized event. I actually laughed at first, because I thought, there's no way they're serious. Unauthorized. It went on to warn me about fines, about monitoring, about consequences. They even hinted that the event could be shut down. And that's when disbelief turned into anger. This was my home, not a rental, not a shared space, not a clubhouse, my home. I wasn't advertising anything. I wasn't charging money. I wasn't throwing some massive party. It was a birthday. So I sat down and opened the HOA rulebook, page after page, line after line, noise rules. I was within limits. Guest rules. Nothing about banning guests. Event approvals only applied to shared areas. There was nothing, not a single rule I was breaking. And that's when the feeling changed. This wasn't about rules. This was about control. I started thinking back. Moments I ignored before suddenly made sense. The time I questioned a parking fine. The time I asked why fees kept increasing. The meeting where I actually spoke. Instead of staying quiet, I wasn't rude. I wasn't aggressive, but I wasn't silent. And that matters more than people realize. I called a neighbor I trusted. Then another one. Turns out, this wasn't new. One neighbor had been warned for a family dinner. Another for having friends over too often. No fines, no follow-ups. Just fear. That's when it clicked. The system wasn't built on enforcement. It was built on intimidation. Most people cancel. Most people comply because fighting back feels exhausting. So that night, I did the opposite. I wrote a response.com, professional, clear. I quoted their own rules. I asked them to show the violation. I confirmed I would respect noise and parking limits. No emotion, just facts. I sent it. They never replied, and somehow that silence was louder than the threat. The day before my birthday, anxiety hit. What if they showed up? What if they fined me anyway? What if they escalated just to make a point? Fear works like that, even when you know you're right. But I made a decision. If I canceled now, I'd be teaching them that intimidation works. So I didn't cancel. The day of my birthday came. I woke up early, cleaned again for no reason, checked my phone constantly, By evening, the first friend arrived, then another. Music started playing. Softly, laughter filled the room, and nothing happened. No knocks, no warnings, no interruptions. Hours passed. The party wasn't loud. It wasn't chaotic. It was normal. At one point, I stepped outside and looked around. The neighborhood was quiet, and that's when it hit me. The HOA only has power if you give it to them. The next morning, I checked my mailbox again. Nothing, no fine, no follow, up, no apology. That vanished. And that silence told me everything I needed to know. Rules are meant to protect people, not control them, and fear only works until you stop being afraid. If you've ever felt powerless in your own home, remember this: knowledge beats intimidation. Com beats threats. And sometimes, the moment you stand your ground quietly is the moment they lose their power. If this story hit close to home, share it, comment if you've dealt with something like this, and tell me honestly, would you have canceled the party? Or done exactly what I did?